What is up, everybody? It's your boy here, Sweet Drip, and we are back with another Rangers of Oblivion video today. And today we're going to be talking about some fishing tips, and I'm going to announce the event, the new hot events that came out, and the quest prizes, as well as the costume prizes and the new login prizes that came out. So let's get into this today. Today I'm just going to go ahead and we're going to go ahead and jump into the hot events that just came out. Hot events. If you're not familiar with it, it's basically the game puts out like some things you can do, tips that'll help you out, as well as some gear that can give you some good stats. The hot events is nothing more than just some quests, some fishing, and some treasure hunting that you or your legion will participate in, and you can get some sweet stuff, guys. I'm not even kidding. So dispatch. So the hot events today they're not the best hot events that came out, but they are the new hot events, and they do actually have some sweet stuff that came out. Look, I'm gonna go ahead and check out my peeps real quick before we get started. Snapchat sending me notifications. Alright. Oh, also, I want to go ahead and announce that I got my feedback from the speed reward, and according to this, I'm just going to go read it to you guys. Your outstanding performance in the chosen group party contest of the speed hunt season 7 has taken you to rank 16. We hereby present you the exclusive title of Sword of Kings and a prize. Keep up the good work, and may tales of your courage be told throughout the whole of Melheim. Now, I already saw this. I already logged in today to check on everything, but I haven't found my title. I've looked, but I don't see it. I don't see Sword of Kings. So if you guys know if that's just maybe a glitch or something, just let me know in the comment box. And before we even get started today, go ahead and just drop a like and subscribe for more notifications of Rangers of Oblivion. And today we're gonna go ahead and get started with I'm gonna run up here and I'm gonna walk. Alright, so we're gonna go up here with these two big badass fellas over here. Alright, so we go ahead, and the hot events that came out is the Soul Ferryman. The Soul Ferryman is basically you go out and you do some treasure hunts. And with these treasure hunts, if you open chests, I don't know if it's 100% possibility or if it's just random, you can get some souls. So you can pause and read it if you would like. I'm not gonna read it all to you because it's a lot. But the event lasts from April 30th 6 a.m. to May 3rd 6 a.m. The next hot event that came out is the Expedition. The Expedition, you go to. It's a large-scale hunt initiated by the Rangers headquarters. Basically, you want to go to Orana at Night's Hold, and you participate in the expedition. So you do a bunch of battles. It's a pretty long process, but you can get Omnipotent Graves, Sacred Chalice, Eternal Flame, Golden Laurel, and some Ghost Pipes. And that is from April 30th to May 14th at 12 a.m. The next and last hot event that came out is the Treasure Hunt. The Treasure Hunt is with the Legion. It is from April 30th to May 13th. You obtain the points by excavating treasures in the wilderness and using the treasure certificates. If you want to pause and look at some of the rewards, here you go. But those are some of the rewards that you get. You basically, all you got to do is go to Leaf or to somebody in your Legion, in the Legion Hall, and you go to them, and they have these clues. And I'll show you guys what that looks like. And you do these clues, and you find these certificates. And when you get your certificate, you just turn it into your Legion. So let's go to Leaf here. Let's do this. We'll do one hot event today. If you guys want to see more hot events, just let me know, and I will do it in another video. Let's see. It said that the treasure is buried at an enormous bonfire at Night Hold. Use your true sight. Alright, so let's go find this. It says at the enormous bonfire. This is literally the only bonfire here. So let's go dig this up. So we got the treasure hunting mountains. We got 3 of them. So now we're gonna go back to our Legion and we're gonna turn those in, and I'll show you guys what that does. So you click here and you just click return to Legion. So you go over here to Marcus, and you can get the clues too for other treasure hunts, and then you actually exchange them. So I'm gonna exchange some. So I'm gonna donate. There we go. So I donated some, and what that does is that it helps your Legion rank up and get some more rewards. Right now we got a 2,241 score, and so far we're in the treasure hunting reward. So right now we're like, is this the advanced one? Oh, so we're ranked 11 out of 50. So we're right now we're doing pretty good. If you wanna, some of the events do give out permanent costumes, but for some reason this is only given like limited time. I don't know if this is just part of the new update, but I kind of wish they would do permanents, since like these are like kind of big events that a lot of Legions don't participate in. Because a lot of Legions, you know, I don't know, a lot of them, they're not big, they're not max level. Like I'm actually in a pretty high level. I'm actually in a max level Legion right now. So Asylum's actually really good. We're not full, so if you definitely want to join, just kind of get on World Chat, be like, who's in Asylum, and we'll probably add you in. So those are the hot events. Now we're going to go into the login quests. So the new login quests, well, this is actually the costume quest. The login quest is right here. So the login quest is basically all you gotta do is sign in. It's a 7-day process. Every day you log in, you go to the horn, and you click in the glorious years, and then all you gotta do is every day you just gotta click claim, and you can claim these really good stuff. The next quest, which is in the last event that came out on the new update, was the costume quest. So every time you unlock a costume or activate a costume, you get some of these sweet stuff. All you gotta do is activate it, and then you just click claim. So a lot of these are really good. The best thing probably over here is either the non-potent blades, or if you just collect like all of them. Dang, 100 dividends, that's crazy. But yeah, that's the costume quest event, and those are basically the new events that came out with the new update on April 30th. So with that being said, we're going to get into some fishing tips. I know in the last video I said I would do that, so I wasn't actually expecting the new events to come out today. I thought it would be on the 1st of May, but the new events actually came out today, so I kind of just added that in the video just so you guys kind of get a brief with that. And if you want to see more about the events and haven't seen me participate in the events, I can do that. I'll make another video, and y'all see what that looks like. So we're gonna get into fishing. The fishing is actually really easy, but it's actually really important. Fishing literally goes with a lot of the skills that you evolve. So as you can see, like with this, I need a I'm not even gonna pronounce the first name, but the last name is, I'm just gonna say koi. So I get like 6 of those. So you gotta get 6 of those. So like that's maxing out. I'm actually like 1 level away from maxing out my skills. But you know, you use fishing a lot, and you also use it for a lot of cooking too. And you all know in my other videos that cooking is actually a really important skill that you need to learn. Fishing is actually the fastest way to level up your exploration skill, which is over here. So this is actually the fastest way to level up your exploration skill, which the max level is 60. And once you're like fully upgraded that, it has some really good perks. You guys can check it out if you download the game on iOS and Android. You can check out these different perks, and they just get better and better. They help you with your fishing, your treasure hunting, and your mining ore when you're doing some fights. So a lot of people, when they get it, especially, it's not really a lot of people, it's more the new people. So for all you new people out there, you don't really look at the stats and like how to fish. You just kind of throw your thing out, your fishing rod out there, like, well, whatever. But the fishing rods and the bait actually have directions of where they're supposed to go and how far they're supposed to be cast. So I'm going to click on here the fishing, and I'm going to go just the generic garnet fishing rod. And if you, to the right of the picture of the rod, you get uses. The uses are basically like how many times you can use it. So every time you catch a fish, it'll go down 1, and eventually when you use up all those points, it's destroyed. Below that, you have the directions of how far you want to cast it. The 10% is the 10% chance of gaining a superior catch, which is the superior catch is a epic or a legendary, which epic, like I said before in the other videos, is a purple and the legendary is a gold. So that is for the fishing rods. The bait, however, has the whereabouts. Each place has a specific place they want to be fished at. And in Oath's Keep, it likes to be with the maggots. Maggots are in Oath's Keep. Midge larva is in Dude's Outpost, and the other desolated sand areas. Sandworms are in Kingsport. And then last, the corn borer is in Knight's Hold, and actually I think, yeah, and the maggot's also in Valley of the Dawn too. So we're gonna go ahead and we're just gonna fish. I'm just gonna show you guys. So with the best upgrades I got with my fishing, which is it's really the only upgrades you get, is precision casting and the protection. So you get the protection pretty early on when you level up your exploration skill. The protection basically allows you to keep your points, that way your rod doesn't get destroyed faster. And it's a random, it's not every time. Even mine's maxed, and it's not going to be every time. It's very random. But you also can get precision. Precision, just as soon as you throw the pole in, you get a fish. So you don't have to wait and for a while. So yeah, see right there, precision, and then boom, right there. So the objective, the fishing is really easy. You actually learn it really early on. All you got to do is keep the fish beater in between the like, I don't know what you want to call it, the gray bar. So like you just keep it in with the gray bar, and then you get your fish. If you go out of the gray bar like this, you lose the fish. But I mean, it's not really hard unless you're just not paying attention. It's really not hard to lose the fish. So also with fishing, you can have effects. The effects go with your fishing as well, but it's specifically unlocked through the monthly chores. I'm gonna call it chores because it is a lot of stuff to do, and it is not fun. It is actually probably completely opposite of what your missions or what you want to upgrade to do. So you just got a bunch to do. Every behemoth you hunt is literally what you don't want, but you get really cool effects and some emotes and some really good stuff, materials to upgrade. But yeah, you can get this cool emote too today. Sorry about the notifications. I have both notifications turned off. I had a family thing happen, so I have a lot of people kind of texting me. So you see somebody text me, and I just don't pay no mind to it. So that is with the fishing over here. There are fishing events though. If you catch a fish, so for instance, let's go ahead and catch a fish, and I'll show you guys what happens. So when you catch a fish, or like, let's see, I may not catch a fish, that may be something else. No, that's a rainbow shell. So since I caught a rainbow shell, we're just gonna go and discuss it. So rainbow shells are just these shells. They're rare. Rainbow shells can be caught anywhere, but there are other colored shells. I think the one that can be found in Oath's Keep, I think that one's like pink or yellow. I'm not for certain. If you know for certain, just comment down in the comment box if you know for certain what all the color shells go to. But every city has its own like color shell, except for High Haven. I think Silver Keep doesn't have its own shell either. So you get these shells, and then the multicolored shells, the singular colored shells go to Leaf. He's in charge of those during the fishing mastery events. You can't spend those outside of the fishing master events, but during the fishing master events, I think you can get some really good costumes with it. But the rainbow shells can be caught anywhere. With rainbow shells, you can buy some epic fishing poles, some crystal bottles, some silver, and you also get a costume voucher with it. See, okay, now we got a clam, so that's technically a fish. So when you look below it, it says length 5.93 centimeters. That is basically the fish. It's for the fishing event. It's not really for any other purpose, but for the fishing event. The fishing event also holds like who catches the bigger fish, and who catches like the most fish, and who has the most points. But the length is actually for that. And below it has a little quote to it. But that is for that. Let's go to Leaf, and let's go check out what he's got to offer for the fishing. And I'll show you guys what I'm talking about, those rainbow shells. So I go to Leaf down here at Kingsport. He's actually in everywhere but Kingsport, Silver Keep, and High Haven. He's everywhere but those places. So we're gonna go here, go to Leaf. Leaf also holds the treasure hunt, so if you are doing the treasure hunt event right now, Leaf can do the treasure hunt. He can give you the clues, and I think you can. No, you can't turn them in. You still have to turn them into your Legion guy up there. So this is the Fishing Master event. Obviously, the event is not in right now, but here's the Rainbow Shell. So with the Rainbow Shell, you can buy either a large bag of silver, which will give you like 10,000 silver, which isn't really much in perspective actually. And then you got the epics ones. The epic fishing rods are really good. And then you have the crystal bottles. I don't really buy the crystal bottles because you can still get pretty shitty treasure maps on there, but I actually exchange these bottles. You can exchange and get rainbow shells with the regular bottles. I do that because those bottles don't give any good maps. Unless you're just starting out of the game, then definitely save up your bottles and go fishing. I got a lot of costing vouchers, I don't really. So mostly I just spend on, unless I really need the silver, I just spend it on the fishing rods. But that's really just for the fishing part. There's really not much with fishing, other than if you can't catch a legendary fish, you can always buy it. So go ahead into the market and then scroll down to fishing. You can actually buy drifting bottles and gray embers as well. But if you scroll down, you can buy any fish that anybody puts on the market. Yeah, some of them do get pretty pricey, but these fishes are really rare to catch. But when you do, you can make some profit off of it. So you can also buy the legendary fishes if you can't catch them, which if you don't really have an epic or a legendary, it's really rare. But for the most part, it's not that hard. It's not that hard of a process. It's really fun. It's really relaxing if you have nothing to do. The auto fishing, I don't know if people use auto fishing. I don't use the auto fishing because the only thing it does is just auto cast, which I don't know. It's auto casting literally is a click of a button where it doesn't like automatically like center my icon. So like I still have to control like, you know, where the icon goes and make sure I don't lose the fish. Like, so it's not completely auto. You still have to, you know, make sure it doesn't like completely go to the left or completely go to the right. But if you actually look closely, if you fish a lot, you'll actually learn that the closer the gray bar is, the more likely it's either going to be a crystal bottle, a boot, a shell, or a dragon ember. This is probably a fish. 9 times out of 10, this is a fish. Yeah, see, a fish. You can kind of guess. The longer it is, the longer the gray bar is, the lower level the fish is. And if it's kind of like in the middle, it's probably going to be like just a blue fish, or you know, just a blue fish, maybe a purple. And if it's kind of like close together but not really close together, it's probably going to be a legendary. So that's kind of how you kind of expect, you know, you can kind of expect what you're going to get. But it's honestly just experience. How much you fish, you'll know what it is if you fish somewhere a lot. But other than that, that is it for the events. And if you want to see more about the events, let me know. And that is also it for the fishing dips. If you're also wondering before I get off here, is there sweet spots in this game? There is not. There is not sweet spots. It is all equalized. And what I mean by that is everything has its own fish. So if I were to go battle, okay, so this is the same as if I was this fishing area. Has the same amount of catch probability as if I went over here to the docks. And the docks and the beach has the exact same probability as if I was going to fish while battling a behemoth. It's all the same. There is no secret fishing spot. There is no sweet spot. There's nothing. Okay, it's all the same. There's not a spot where you always catch legendaries or epics. It's gonna be the same. There's no good spots. So if anybody tells you like, oh, I caught a lot of fish, goldfish right here, it has nothing to do with the spot itself. It has to do with just the luck and the leveling up of their exploration. One thing I will say that will increase the level of the fish you catch is if you're fishing where no one else is fishing at. If you're fishing in a spot that no one else is at, you will have a higher probability of catching a better fish. But there is no like just singular sweet spot. None that I've found, and I don't see a difference. I've had people tell me, oh, this is a sweet spot, and I literally caught nothing. So there's no sweet spot. But yeah, you want to catch a good fish, go to a place, level up your exploration, go to a place where no one else is fishing, and fish for a while, and then you'll start catching them. But other than that, y'all have a good day. Drop a like, subscribe for more Rangers of Oblivion notifications, and you know what else I say, deuces.